Final round.
Welcome to Button Mash, the show where we mash all your video game content for the week for you to listen to at the press of a single button. My name is Roger, and with me, as usual, I have Chris.
Hello.
Hello, Chris. It's our first episode of February, so we're going to do the list of games that are coming out in Feb. But as usual, we've got some news and some games we've been playing. Sorry.
Yeah.
So let's start with the news. Bit of Nintendo news this week. There's been a lot going on with Nintendo. There was last week where Metroid Prime 4 was restarted development. Now they're back in the news cycle. We've got the mobile version of Mario Kart. Mario Kart, is it World Tour? What does it say?
Yeah, Kart Tour.
Mario Kart Tour. Is that all it is? I thought it was World Tour for some reason. Well, there you go. I thought press start fucked up. So that was supposed to come out, April this year, wasn't it? April this year, and it's been delayed until winter as the development team need more time to polish the gameplay. Do you care about a mobile Mario Kart? I feel like you would care more than me.
If it came out and it was there in the shop and I looked on the reviews and people playing it and it looked pretty good, I'd buy it. But I'm not like, damn, delayed? I've been waiting so long for this game. So no.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like I'll probably buy it because it's normally only like $10 or $15 for a mobile game. It's a full game and it's on mobile, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, I've never damn it, it's delayed.
Yeah,
it's a mobile game. It's whatever.
Yeah, same. Did the other one have microtransactions in it?
Mario Run?
Yeah, that's the one.
No, you had to. They only gave you I think one world with it.
Yeah, and then you buy.
And then you had to buy the rest of them. Yeah. So I suppose, it's just buying pretty much. Trial.
It's like you're getting a demo,
and then you buy the buy the full version. So
there was no you buy fucking virtual currency to get boosters or whatever. Okay.
Nah. Cool. And that's a good game. I enjoyed Mario Run.
Yeah, I heard good things about it. I played it once or twice. It didn't click with me. I was like, well, we all know at this point I'm not a fan of mobile games, but it's just, I don't know, I need the button feedback.
Yeah.
I just, can't do touchscreen. Shits me. But anyway, I'll probably give this one a crack if they do like the same thing. If it's like a trial and then you buy the full game, I'll probably give it a try, but I don't see myself buying it. So I don't, whatever.
Well, the Fortnite, you can now connect your controller to your mobile. That's so cheating. Imagine playing with your imagine that, man. Let's be honest, 85% of the people are going to be playing just on their screens. Imagine you with a controller. Holy shit, dude. You just cream everyone. But nuts.
I thought you would have been able to do that from the start, wouldn't you? Because
I reckon if the Android version, you probably could. You could somehow
good point.
Get it working, but not. I wouldn't think the. Oh, actually, no. I think there was controls where you press a button and then there's a little plastic nozzle that kind of taps the screen. Mm-hmm. So if you count that as a controller,
that sounds weird as fuck.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just chuck your phone in this thing and these little, it's weird. But, yes.
Okay, well, we got some more Nintendo news. We got a new Dr. Mario game, Dr. Mario World, that's also coming out on mobile. Did you play Dr. Mario back in the day on Game Boy?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yep.
I remember my brain not being developed enough to understand Like I had it on my Game Boy and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Cool. And I haven't touched it since. So I would have been like, I don't know, fucking 4 or 5, whatever age I was. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably give it a crack this time because now I think I'm smarter, I hope. But yeah, that's coming out. That was announced this week and coming out later 2019 on iPhone and Android, early winter, so close to Mario Kart as well. So
no, I'm looking forward to it. I played Dr. Mario on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, was it Dr. Mario?
Was it Super Nintendo or was it just Nintendo? Actually, no, it would have been just the Nintendo.
NES?
I don't think it was like the Super Nintendo. No, I don't think it came out. Did it come out Super? Yeah, it did actually. No, it did.
It did.
No, it would have been Super Nintendo. Yeah, no, Super Nintendo. Yeah. Well, there you go. It was cool.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a crack. As well, see what it's like. Might enjoy it. Who knows? What else do we have? We've got. You put in the Anthem's microtransaction controversy.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to us a little bit about
that. So I was watching a video on YouTube of pretty much the title, Anthem microtransaction controversy, and I was like, okay, let me click on it and watch it. So it was this guy explaining how their microtransactions are working and how much everything's going to cost, like in the game. So I think they put a picture out on Twitter on like BioWare's, like, what's his name, Chris Schmid or something, or what's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know what his name is. Anyway, he tweeted out a screenshot of like the screen of where Chris, like the shop, and man, some expensive looking shit. So you've got these shards, and they cost real money, right? And then you have normal currency that's in-game currency, that's just coins. And then you can buy armor packs, skins, like materials and stuff like that. So what they did is they worked out how much it's going to cost for, say, a skin. Yeah. So it's pretty much $1 will give you 100 shards, I think. 1,000 shards? 1,000 shards.
No, it's 100.
Oh, 100. 100?
Yeah, 100 shards per dollar, roughly.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So there's a skin there that's like 2,000 shards, and it's just like, wait, what? That's $20. And apparently the skin is like shit. Like, people are like, man, my skin in the actual demo is better than that one. Like, why the fuck would I play that? I pay for that stuff. And then there was another one for you, like your Dragonaut. That's just red, and that's another $20. Now there's a fucking graphic shield thing that's like, what is it, 400 shards. So that's what is that?
Is it 400?
Is it 400?
I think it's like 40,000, wasn't it?
Oh no, it's 400 on here. Okay. Yeah, it's 400. Okay, so, but that's still like, who the fuck's gonna buy that? Like, it's like a piece of shit.
$4.
What the fuck? Gum on shoe. So it's just like an emote, maybe? Yeah, it's an emote. 1,200 shards. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, right.
Like $10 for like, it's pretty much $10 for an emote. Like, fuck, man. Now, I don't know, man. I think it's that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah,
it's not a free game. Now you can. Now, some people are like, yeah, but Fortnite like have skins that are, you know, you have to pay. Equivalent would be like $20 for a skin for like an epic one. But it's a free game. So, but Anthem's not a free game. It's a $60 game. Triple A time. So, man.
I'm looking at that that screenshot there. So we've got the price in shards, and then you've got the in-game currency, which is gold or whatever the fuck it is. Coins. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
So you've got the amount in coins, and then next to it the amount in shards. Does that mean you can buy it with your coins, or do you need coins and shards together?
I'm presuming you could buy it with coins as well.
Okay.
Surely.
Okay.
Surely.
Because if that's the case, then I don't really have a problem. I mean, the price difference is pretty massive, but not sure how many coins you get by playing the game, right? Like, I've got coins when I was playing the demo. I don't know how many. But then something to keep in mind as well is that Chris Schmidt dude also said these prices don't represent the final stamped for all of eternity pricing. Okay. He's trying to cover his ass.
Yeah.
Just saying, we might change it. So back to
They'll
back
change
to
it.
fucking Battlefront 2 stat where they were like, oh no. It's just temporary. We'll fix it. Don't worry.
The thing is, it's only cosmetic, so I feel like that's okay. But you can buy materials. Now, materials. I don't know what the materials do in the game because I haven't played it. If it makes your
I don't think there are any sort of, game-changing stats. It's just cosmetic, as far as I've seen so far anyway.
Okay, so that would be okay. It's probably like a bit like Destiny, I would think, how it would go. But
you'd think after Battlefront being EA again, no,
that's what I
surely
don't understand. Like, why are they doing this? Stop.
I don't know.
Just chill the fuck out.
Look, I've played a bit of the demo. We'll talk about it a bit later. But look, Destiny had the same thing, right? You could go to the Eververse and buy all sorts of cosmetic shit, which we never did, and still enjoyed the game. So it's like, I'm thinking it'll be the same thing, right? It's like, sure, you can go pay money for that, but you don't have to. As long as it's not, I mean, at the same time, you're taking the piss. Like, $20 for a fucking skin.
And it's not even a good skin. That's what everyone that's played the demo is like, my starting skin is actually better than that skin. Who the fuck is going to pay $20 for that?
It actually is. $20 for a skin is a fucking ripoff. Like,
that's
Come
ridiculous.
on.
That's
I'm really hoping it's only cosmetic shit. If it's not,
they won't go down.
Would they be dumb enough to do that? I hope
not. Never say never.
I hope not.
Yeah. But anyway, everyone's up in arms with that Twitter post.
Silly cunts. Okay. Did you see the Titanfall thing that I put in there? New Titanfall game?
Oh,
that's apparently coming out tomorrow?
Man, I am so excited. Like, super excited.
Okay, now, I need to ask you. Did you only read the title or did you read the article?
No, I read the article.
Okay, good. I was like, I hope you're not getting too excited because you don't have Titans and shit.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know.
All right, so what we're talking about here is there's been rumors, some sources from Kotaku, and there was another guy I saw on YouTube. They wouldn't reveal their sources because apparently they're still working at Respawn, so don't want to get them fired. But apparently there's going to be an announcement. So when you listen to this, either if it's true, the game will be out already. So we're still working on the rumor, which is today, as we're recording this, there's going to be an announcement for a new Titanfall Battle Royale game that will be out on Monday. So apparently it's like a kind of a spin-off, I guess, in the Titanfall universe, where you play as a pilot, but you've got certain abilities, kind of like Overwatch, and then you work in teams of 3 to defeat the other teams.
So you have hero abilities and stuff,
Yeah. So it's going to be called Apex Legends. It's going to be out on Monday for PC, Xbox, and PS4. So good chance when you listen to this, it'll be out if it's true. If it's true, it's out. So we were reading the article on Kotaku there, sort of listing some things about the game. So it's going to be a mobile-like hero abilities and play either solo or in a team of 3 as you battle other players for delicious chicken dinners.
Yes.
So you're pretty keen on that?
Man, I'm really keen, especially when it's free.
Mm.
I love free. You can't get any better than free. So,
Well,
if it's out tomorrow, I will download it. And
I don't see free anymore. Free means microtransactions to me.
yeah, but then when I see free, I think of Fortnite, and I think like, yeah, but then coming from me, who just a sucker for skins, I'm just like, yeah, woo,
Yeah.
have $40.
But then you've got Titanfall. I mean, so it's been made by Respawn, who's now owned by EA.
Ah, game over, boys.
So, but like you said, it's free. Like, we'll definitely give it a crack.
I feel like if it's a battle royale game, they won't have like a pay to win thing, because you just can't in games like that. Like it just won't work. So, no, I'm keen to definitely give it a shot. It sounds awesome. I like the hero kind of base thing,
and maybe
as well in a battle royale. That's cool. It's probably something that hasn't been done yet in abilities wise, I don't think. I'm trying to think.
No, there is. So there's I forgot what that game's called, but it's like third person. You've got magic abilities, and it's like battle royale. It's just wizards and witches and shit. So you've got kind of abilities, but I guess this is like team based, where the heroes complement each other. Like in Overwatch. So I guess I don't think there is anything like that. But then again, we're not really in the loop in terms of PC games, and I can tell you there's a million battle royale games that we don't know about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like there's one where you're like a scuba diver and you're just playing battle royale underwater and there's sharks and shit. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah.
Actually, it looks cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that should be out tomorrow. So if it did come out, we'll talk about it on the next episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, I'm hoping that this is not the Titanfall game that we were promised, because I still want like an actual Titanfall game.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking about jumping back into Titanfall 2 and playing some multiplayer.
Do you reckon they're still going to be playing?
I'm actually still on a group on Facebook. On Titanfall 2. Yeah, people still playing it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Because there was like a push for it. Like it came out for free, so like heaps of people just jump back on and we're just playing it. But anyway, I'm going to see. But the thing is, I feel like I'm going to be playing against some pretty hardcore players. So
100%. So
I think I can hold my own on that game. So
I might reinstall it as well. Maybe we'll give it a crack. But apparently the game was supposed to be announced tomorrow at the Super Bowl.
Far out, man. That's crazy that we haven't heard about it at all. Like,
the worst thing is like they've managed to keep it under wraps until literally 2 days before the game comes out. That fucking sucks. So it would have been like a massive thing. Hey, Super Bowl ad, a fucking Titanfall game is going to come out, and guess what? You can play it now. That's all ruined. That would have cost so much money as well.
But then again, like I didn't hear about it.
No, the rumor came out yesterday, literally.
Yeah, so I don't think I think a fair few amount of people won't know about it.
You reckon?
So not all is lost. Yeah. Like if I went to like say Matt, Dylan, any of those guys and said, "Oh, there's a battle royale game coming out," like, do you know what I mean? Like I think the average consumer wouldn't know, and a lot of average consumers are going to be watching the Super Bowl. And I don't think all is lost. I don't think everyone knows about it. So
I think a lot of people would know. Like I mean, like it's pretty much, if you're looking at social media at this point, it's there somewhere. It's on Kotaku, it's on IGN, it's on GameSpot, it's on YouTube. Came out yesterday and I saw it like pretty much as it came out, and then looked into it, and like
I don't think I would have known about it if you didn't tell me about it.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough then.
So I don't know. I think all is not lost.
Yeah.
But anyway, if it's going to be good, it's going to be good, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
And
No,
we'll
it's
spread
just
out
like,
and be
I mean,
dude, you should check that game out that we saw the advert on the Super Bowl or whatever.
It's just like that sort of element of surprise. Like you spend so much money to like, have this ad as a surprise. Like it's still, I mean, like you said, the people who are going to be there and shit and like watching the Super Bowl maybe, didn't have any idea about it. But
that ad would have cost so much money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Holy
so like
shit.
you could have saved the money and just announce it. Just like, come out with it today and be like, hey, yeah, by the way, fucking this game's coming out. And it's just like some sort of live stream or whatever.
That's nuts.
All right.
Nuts.
What else do we have? Is it time to talk about the concert yet? Yes, it is. All right. Talk to us about this magical moment that happened in Fortnite.
Yeah, so there was a thing that's been advertised the last week in Fortnite. Now, I think I'm too old now, but there's a DJ called Marshmello or Marshmello Man. I don't know. When I think of Marshmello Man, I think of Ghostbusters. But, so he's a DJ and he dresses up all in white, has a white kind of bucket head. They released his skin in Fortnite, and I think it's the very first real person to have a skin in Fortnite. So that's kind of cool. And there was an event saying he's going to be there's going to be a live concert on the weekend, on Saturday night. Around the world it was all different times. So in Australia it was 6 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't get to see it. I just thought it was just going to be kind of like you go down and there'll be maybe a DJ there and everyone's still shooting and that's about it. So I woke up this morning. I'm in a Facebook group on Facebook. I'm in a Facebook group on Facebook. What the fuck? Am I retarded? What the fuck's going on, man? I'm in a Fortnite group on Facebook. And one person was like, oh, did anyone, drop in on that Marshmello event? And there was like 100 comments on it or something. And every single comment was like, it was sick. Like the effects, everything. It was amazing. I was like, what? I was like, that's weird. Not one negative comment. This is bizarre. So I was like, I need to look this up. So I watched it on YouTube and the concert went for 10 minutes long. So it was under a squad TDM type game mode. And I was like, this is going to be a bloodbath. Like, how is everyone going to not shoot everyone during this concert? So it was held in Pleasant Park. And you couldn't really go, like the storm was already kind of surrounded Pleasant Park, so you couldn't go outside of Pleasant Park. So he was there flying down, and there was these, big lights everywhere down in Pleasant Park with a big stage and stuff. And then all the players dropped in. So you couldn't shoot anyone, you couldn't do anything, but you could just kind of jump around, do your emotes. There was a few buildings and trees that you could actually chop down, but you couldn't build anything near the stage or anywhere on the dance floor. Okay. And anyway, so there was that Marshmello dude DJing, and it was actually him like speaking in the game.
Was it live?
Yeah, it was a live event. So he was live DJing. So he was playing music and he was like, go on Pleasant Park, and he was like, jump. And I was just like, this is going to be weird if no one jumps. But trampolines like just appeared underneath them. So everyone was just jumping up and down. And I was like, okay, this is pretty sick. And then there's just more stuff that just kept on happening. Like there was another song with like something to do with flying, and every person was just flying around. Like not with their gliders, like actually just flying how you jump out of the battle bus. And then these big balls came down, and they were kind of like everyone's like hitting the balls. And then there's like the Marshmello dance. It's like an emote in Fortnite where you can buy it as well. And he made everyone do that, so everyone was actually doing it. Like you could not do it. Like everyone was doing it on the dance floor, and there was like fireworks and holograms, and it was sick. Like it was actually sick. Like it was amazing. I was like, God, man,
that's awesome.
I kind of wish I was there.
Yeah.
But apparently he's doing like another show. Like he's gonna do another one. I think tonight or something like that because it was so good.
Was he like interacting with the people like
Well,
live, or was it something like I don't know if you know that for a fact, but like was it? Did he pre-record the concert and then they played it during?
yeah, I know
The
what
event,
you mean.
or was he actually DJing for 10 minutes on Fortnite?
Well, it was. Yeah, that's the thing. So it said it was a live DJing event, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying like specific stuff into Fortnite, but now I don't know if it was pre-recorded. But I reckon, seeing you have so much money, as if you wouldn't just be like, okay, just take 10 minutes out of your time. We're paying you this amount of money, and just play 3 songs and just say, let's go Pleasant Park, or fucking Fortnite stuff. Like he said at one point, he goes, all right, everyone go in your squads and do like your favorite emotes and stuff like that. And
yeah, but he could have said that.
but he
like,
could, yeah, of
recorded
course,
it.
he could have just pre-recorded it. But I'm sure they would have. I don't know.
Because I mean, like, unless there's like specific interactions, be like speak
Yeah.
to like one person who's like talking back to him, or I don't know.
Yeah, but I
Like,
don't think so.
what's
Because
the
it'd be like, how many servers would there be? Do you know what I mean? Like, how many games would there actually been? Like, there wasn't only 100 people in the concert. There would have been like more than, gosh, there would have been millions of people
Yeah.
in Fortnite watching the concert. So he would have just, yeah. I don't know how they would have done it.
Yeah.
Surely there would have been
I'm
like
gonna
a
look into
maybe.
it.
Yeah.
I would think it would be pre-recorded, because it's like it's stuff that could be pre-recorded. Like, I don't see the reason to have it live, I guess.
Maybe just to say it was a live concert.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking of shit that could have gone wrong while it's going live. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, one of the things doesn't go through properly and like it fucks up the sound or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking it wouldn't have been live. But yeah, I think I'm going to look into it and find out. I'm curious about that.
I'm really curious now.
Yeah. But yeah, looked really cool. If you haven't seen it, definitely look it up. It looks amazing. It's hard to describe what it was like, but it's actually like a fucking concert in a video game that's happening live with people like actually interacting with.
Yeah, and I know 2K's done that as well. So they've kind of done they've done DJ sets and stuff like that when people are playing basketball, and that's cool. But there was something different about this.
On this scale.
It was just, and then like everyone just enjoying themselves. Like the guy who was playing was just like, this is so sick. And he bought like there's like a glow stick emote out at the moment.
Yeah.
Where you kind of like, you got glow sticks, and he was like just like dance with his glow sticks. Then he was doing like the Marshmello dance and like, oh man, it just looked fun. It looked so much fun, man.
Definitely. Yeah, might have a look if there is another one, hopefully a different time. But yeah, wouldn't mind jumping in and doing a couple of dances here and there. Do the worm.
Oh, hang on. So I'm reading up on about it right now.
Yep.
So all the previous events were somewhat scripted, but if this really was a live event, the experience could be completely different. This would be a live concert in the game. How exactly Epic and Marshmello would pull that off are still a mystery. But, okay, they didn't really tell me much. That sucks.
Yeah. I'll look into it later for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we move on to the video games that are coming out in February?
Nah. That's all good.
Right. Let's do it. So, as is our new tradition on Button Mash, the first episode of the month, we'll list the video games that are coming out for that month. So for February 2019, we've got Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. That's coming out on PC February 1st. So some of those games will be out already by the time you listen to this. So it came out, I think, January 18th on console. It's coming out on PC in Feb. Then we've got Dragons Dawn of New Riders. So a video game based on the How to Train Your Dragon IP. Looks okay, I guess. Did you see anything about that? It's like a sort of isometric view dungeon crawler kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
interesting kind of kids game. I probably wouldn't touch it, but cool. Then we've got your most anticipated game of the year, I believe, Song of Memories, coming out on the PlayStation 4, February 1st. Have you bought that one yet, or you're waiting for a sale?
I pre-ordered the unlimited edition microphone Platinum box for $940.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty lit.
Does it come with some sort of flashlight as well?
Yeah. A schoolgirl uniform.
Oh god. Okay, so Song of Memories looks. Yeah, I was pretty disturbed when I watched this. It's got some sort of visual novel, Japanese visual novel, where there's lots of like weird shit going on. I don't know.
Japanese anime.
Yeah, it's like schoolgirls grabbing each other's tits and
I'm all about the tit grab though. I'm all about the tit grab. But like, it was fucking weird, man. Something about like cartoon characters doing that. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah,
I don't want to be watching this.
Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway, that's if that's your thing, good for you. That's out February 1st. Get around it. Then we've got Wargroove coming out on PC, Xbox One, and Switch. Okay, it's not coming out on PS4. Interesting. That's already out, February 1st. Now, this is, if anyone's played Advance Wars on the Game Boy Advance back in the day, or any Fire Emblem games, that's pretty much what it is. Beautiful pixel art game where you control your units, move around the map, and then, so turn-based strategy game. That is. So I saw that and I was like, if you've been listening to the show, you know that I fucking love those games. I bought this straight away. I've already played it. It's fucking great. It's really pretty. It's kind of like it's still pixel art, but it looks modern in a way. Like it's really detailed.
Yeah, detailed pixel art.
Yeah, so it's like really pretty, really smooth animation, and I played a bit of the story. It's pretty interesting. So the gist of it is I've only played 2 missions so far. First one is map opens up. You're playing this vampire character who's going into the castle to kill the king. So you're playing as this vampire who's actually the villain. So you're learning how to play the game as the villain. And then you kill I guess it's because you're kind of OP and it's your tutorial mission.
Okay.
You're just attacking the foot soldiers and they're really easy to kill, but you're just learning how to play.
Yeah.
And then you get to the king, and then the king's like, you're making a mistake. If you kill me, you're going to start a war. And that's the sort of premise, right? That sets up the premise. Kill the king.
Okay.
And then the daughter's like, you fucking kill my dad. I'm going to go to your kingdom and fight back. So it was kind of interesting. Like, it's not something I've seen before, I think. Like,
it looks really cool though. Like, it kind of got me interested. I was like, man, this game looks cool. I like the pixel art stuff, and
perfect for Switch.
Yeah,
just
100%.
Perfect. But like the fact that like you start as the villain, you literally play the villain for one mission. You get sort of their point of view during the tutorial, and then after that you're controlling the king's daughter, who then becomes the queen. She's the commander, and you control the foot soldiers, different types of units and shit, and they've got different abilities and stuff. Really cool looking game, man. Would definitely recommend if you're into turn-based strategy, or you've kind of been thinking about trying things like Fire Emblem. It's cheap.
Do you think it would be an easy game to get into if you're new to kind of those kind of games?
Yeah, definitely. So tutorial, even the second mission is still a tutorial.
Okay.
Really sort of newcomer friendly.
Yeah.
Really pretty. It's pretty simple, right? It's literally you go over your character, and that's the thing, because it's slow paced. You can go as slow or as fast as you want because it's turn-based. You can take your time and learn how it works, but it's literally, you've got your health, you press B on one of the units, and it'll tell you, for example, there's a type of unit. If you're next to another unit same as that one, you do a critical hit.
Okay.
Or it could be, there's one of them, I think it's the swordsman. If you're next to the commander, you'll get critical hit. That type of thing. So there's like little things that might change the game a little bit, but apart from that, rules are pretty simple. Like, you move your characters here and there and attack the enemy.
Yeah, that's sick. That was
really
cool.
Yeah, it's real easy to pick up, kind of like I said, for Switch, perfect. Like, I was playing a bit before, and then we started recording. I just turn it off. I'll go back to it later on and pick it up from where I left off.
Yeah, sweet.
Great. That's already out, February 1st. We've got, so interesting one, this one. So Ape Out on PC and Switch. It was supposed to come out on February 7th, but when you go into the Switch store, it says March 1st.
Oh.
So a little bit confused about this one. Maybe it comes out on PC on February 7th, but that also looks pretty interesting. That was one of the games that was announced at the Kind of Funny game showcase at the end of last year. So top down, looks like what's that game called? Hotline Miami. But you're controlling like a gorilla, and you run around and just fucking smash everyone. People are trying to shoot at you and like try to capture you, and you just like kill them. Just blood everywhere. Looks really fun.
He picks up like the guy with a gun, and he's like shooting other people with a gun.
Yeah. So, he like uses him as a human shield, but then he's also like shooting other people with his gun. Yeah, that looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So yeah, that's coming out PC and Switch. We've got Blaze Blue Central Fiction Special Edition on Switch. So Blaze Blue is a fighting game. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's coming out on Switch February 8th. We've got God Eater 3 on PC and PS4 February 8th as well. Have you played any of the God Eater games?
Nope.
It's like Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay.
But instead of having monsters, well, they're still monsters, but they're like weird demons and shit. Not, it's not like wildlife kind of monsters.
Yeah.
I've got number 2 on PC. So it's like you control these characters who are like the special forces in the game, and you've got like these massive weapons. It's very similar to Monster Hunter.
Okay.
And then you go from your hub to different missions, and then from there you obviously complete the mission. I probably won't get that, but yeah, that's coming out. It's got pretty big following, this one.
Okay.
I didn't even know it's coming out. Then we've got Monster Energy Supercross 2.
That was not a fart. That was like that was a 4-banger.
That was a very good one. I actually thought that was a bike.
Yeah,
running past your house. That's coming out PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch on February 8th. You're getting that day one for sure. Yeah, cool.
I love it.
Look forward to hearing your review on here. Then we've got Stunt Kite Party on the Switch, February 8th as well. Did you understand what that game was?
It's like, by the looks of it, it was like 4 people flying their stunt kites, avoiding stuff, and that's really all I saw.
Shit going on.
And then I was just like,
attacking alien ships and shit.
Yeah, I saw too much and I quit.
Yeah, looks weird, but that's coming out February 8th. And then we've got Arcade Spirits on the PC, February 12th. That looks like it's a visual novel. It's apparently where like the sort of arcade era didn't end, so it's still going on in the future. It's set in the year 20XX, whatever the fuck that means. It looks cool if you're into that. I'm not interested at all. It's like kind of those, you're looking at characters and text on screen and that kind of stuff. Like a Western version of that. Yeah, that's your thing. That's coming out. Trials Rising, the next game in the Trials series, coming out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, February 12th. Degrees of Separation. That's coming out PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, February 14th. Now, you had a look at that one?
No, I didn't.
You did. Okay. It looks interesting. It's like so it's kind of a puzzle platformer.
Okay.
Where you're controlling two characters, so a boy and a girl, but the girl is like warm, so everything around her is like sort of orange, right? And then the boy is cold, so everything around him is bluish, right? So then when you have them both on screen, there's a line separating the two.
Okay.
So then you got to move them around. Depending on where they are, that blue area will move. Same with the orange area. So then, so the mechanic is around the temperature.
I'm watching it. Yeah. So if there's a lake, the cold guy freezes the lake and he walks across where the heat chick kind of just swims through the lake.
Yeah, it looks cool. Interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
That's coming
crazy.
out on Valentine's Day, Feb 14th. Then we've got Oli Oli Switch Stance. Do you want to guess what that's coming out on?
When it's coming out?
No, what it's coming out on. It was a joke. Nintendo Switch coming out Feb 14th. So it's basically a bundle with Oli Oli 1 and 2 for the Switch. You going to pick that up, you reckon?
I kind of want to. I love Oli Oli. It's a sick game.
Cool. I remember played a lot of
Depends
it.
how much it is. If it's $20 and below, I'm all for it.
20, you reckon?
I reckon it'll come out for $19.50 or $15.
I'm calling $40.
Fuck.
We'll find out in a couple of weeks' time. Then we got Constructor Plus. You ever play Constructor?
No.
So this is like a city builder, kind of like SimCity and shit. You build different buildings and manage your city. That's coming out on the Nintendo Switch on the 15th of Feb, and then it's coming out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One on February 28th. One of the rare times the game comes out on Switch before everything else, instead of the other way around. Then we've got the infamous Crackdown 3.
Ooh.
Coming out on PC and Xbox One.
Now delayed till 2022.
February 15th, that's coming out. Finally, I don't know anyone who's still keen for this game. But I mean, that was announced, when the fucking Xbox One came out?
2012 or 13, I reckon.
Yeah, 13, I think, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, so it's finally coming out. I'm going to give it a crack just so I can talk about it on here. And because we have Game Pass, I wouldn't have paid money for it. Then we've got Dead or Alive 6 on PC, PS4, Xbox One, also February 15th. May or may not pick that up. I'm kind of tempted, but see what happens. We've got Far Cry New Dawn, PC, PS4, Xbox One, Feb 15th as well.
Fuck.
You're gonna wait a while until you get that, don't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna finish Far Cry, Far Cry 5, just because it takes place before this one. So, yeah, it's just like a continuation. So when I pick it up, it will be hopefully cheaper. Yep. So, and I love Far Cry 5. It's so good. So I'm kind of keen to finish that and then get on to the next one.
On to the next one. Sounds good. Then we've got Jump Force, PC, PS4, Xbox One, also Feb 15th. Now, there's a little bit of a pickle I'm going to be in, because that's a fighting game with crossover from all sorts of different Japanese anime characters, Dragon Ball, fucking Naruto, all that shit. That's coming out, and then you've got Dead or Alive 6 on the same day. Both fighting games.
Ooh.
probably going to go towards Jump Force because that looks more fun. It's like kind of open area fighting game, like on a wider scale, whereas Dead or Alive is more your traditional fighting game, but also very fun. Yeah. Find out. I'll keep it a surprise until I get one of them. Yeah. Then we've got Metro Exodus coming out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, also Feb 15th. Fucking hell. Feb 15th is massive.
That's retarded.
Just that day, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big games. So 5, well, one of them is a port, but yeah, 5 massive AAA titles coming out the same day, and we're only in Feb. Then 1 week later, we've got Anthem coming out, Feb 22nd, PC, PS4, Xbox One. We're going to jump on that. Definitely. I'm very excited for this. We've got, also on February 22nd, we've got Aragami Shadow Edition coming out on the Switch. So it's just a port of Aragami that's been out on fucking everything for quite a while with all its DLC packs. Have you played Aragami before?
No.
I'm thinking of picking this one up. It's a third-person kind of... you play as an undead ninja, I think it is, and you control the shadows. So you're like stealthing around, but then say you see a character, like an enemy, patrolling around back and forth, right? And it's at nighttime, so you see his shadow. You can teleport from where you are into his shadow.
Oh,
so that's kind of like the puzzle kind of element.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I've always wanted to play. I don't know why I haven't. I don't know if I want to play it on Switch, but I'll probably pick it up soon. Looks really cool. So that's Feb 22nd, and then we've got on Feb 26th we've got Dirt Rally 2.0, PC, PS4, Xbox One. Have you played Dirt Rally before? Like the actual Dirt Rally, not Dirt.
The first one.
Yeah.
That's it.
As in Dirt or Dirt?
Yeah, no, just Dirt.
Okay, you haven't played Dirt Rally?
No.
Okay. Because Dirt Rally is like the kind of simulation version, which is much more punishing, much harder than the normal Dirt games.
I heard it's really hard.
It is really hard, yeah.
That's why I never played it.
It's still like, you know that I really like rally games.
Yeah.
I still play it. I was playing it last week actually in VR.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Yeah, I love playing it in VR. But yeah, still very hard. But like when you like do barrel rolls and shit, it's like I think I'm pretty good with VR now. Like I don't ever get motion sickness or anything from playing VR anymore, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
But yeah, like I thought that it was I think I was talking about it with Astrobot, where I was like, they've made it so good that like you don't really feel it anymore. And then Nathan came over and tried it, and like he kind of felt sick, and I was like, what? It's just a fucking platforming game. But the thing is, like, as you're progressing forward, the camera moves forward, so you're moving forward without your body actually moving. So yeah, I guess it depends who's playing. But yeah, Dirt Rally 2.0. Hopefully there's VR in that as well.
So you'll pick it up?
Probably not on release. It's too much going.
Later down the track,
we'll be playing Anthem still.
Yeah.
We've got the Lego Movie 2 video game coming out. PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Feb 26. We've got Nier Automata coming out. Game of the Yora edition instead of Game of the Year. I don't get it.
Nier Automata, Game of the Year.
PC, PS4, Feb 26. Depending on the price, I might finally pick that game up. That's a game I was really excited about before it came out. I played the demo, was blown away, and then never picked up the full game because I've been waiting for a price drop. That never happened. Townsman, A Kingdom Rebuilt, coming out on PC, Feb 26. Have you heard of that before?
No.
It's a mobile game, like a city builder mobile game.
Okay.
That's being ported to the PC.
That's interesting.
Isn't it? That's what I thought as well. Looks okay. Looks pretty basic, run-of-the-mill kind of... it's like
looks like Warcraft
medieval
2 graphics.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like they've kept the kind of mobile graphics. Yeah. I don't know. Might be interesting to some people. It looks like it should stay a mobile game.
Like, I was about to say that.
Yeah, like if you have access to a PC, you'll probably play something more robust. But anyway,
yeah,
it's coming out. And then, as we mentioned, after that, we've got Constructor Plus on the rest of platforms there. PC, PS4, Xbox One, Feb 28th. That's your releases for Feb 2019. Jam-packed February. Fuck. We're supposed to have Days Gone in there as well.
Oh, what? When does that come out? Wait, no.
It was supposed to come out Feb and then got delayed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I completely understand why.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So what are you picking up straight off the bat?
Well, if you count Crackdown.
So you're getting Crackdown straight off the bat?
Well, yeah, because it's Game Pass. We're not actually buying it, so I'll download it straight away.
Okay,
Why not?
True. Okay, yeah.
I'll play a bit, talk about it on here. Ooh, what else? We have Anthem for sure. Well, Wargroove I've already picked up.
Yep.
Maybe Jump Force, maybe Dead or Alive. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yep.
Maybe something else. We never know. Didn't plan on picking up Wargroove today, so. But I was like, yeah, $28 on the Switch.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah, true.
What about you?
Well, Song of Memories. No, man. So this month is, the end of this month, I've got a lot of financial stuff going on. But Monster Energy, definitely. So this Friday. And Anthem for sure. Yep. And I think that will do me for this month because there's just, I would have bought Far Cry New Dawn, but again, Anthem's coming out of the day, and I want to finish Far Cry 5 as well. There's a few games in there that I'll just probably wait for until there's a bit of a price drop as well. But that will do me for Feb. That will definitely do me because I feel like Anthem will take up a lot of time.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, and I'll at least get a few weeks with Monster Energy Supercross as well. So,
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Did you play anything worth talking about on here that you want to talk about before I start talking about what I've got?
No.
No? Okay. No. Well, let's get stuck into it then. So, are you still here?
No.
I heard this noise. I was like, fuck.
No, that was my knee hit the
Oh, okay. It's just like went really quiet. I was like, oh no, he's gone.
I was tempted just to not say anything and just be like, that was me riding off on my motorbike.
All right.
Okay.
It's like,
Sorry.
I didn't get that one.
Yeah, fuck you.
Alrighty. So we had the public demo for Anthem, free to everyone to try this weekend. I jumped in. So had kind of mixed feelings towards it. So I played yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Jumped in, started playing, tried to figure out the controls, and I was like, okay, now I kind of know what I'm doing. I was match made with some randoms. They are pretty certain knew what they were doing, and like had played the mission we were doing before, and they were like doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it was like silence the artifact or some shit, like really weird instructions. That was the objective, and I was like, okay, how do I silence what's the relic? Like, what the fuck do I do? And I was like, okay, well, I'll just let them do their thing, and I'll just, shoot the enemies while they do that, because I don't know what's going on. So I did that for a bit, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And I didn't even finish the mission. I was like, I'm going back to Kingdom Hearts. And then one of my friends messaged me, and he was like, man, have you played this bit? And like, have you unlocked the other javelins? And the javelins are like the different classes, the different suits that you can get. And I was like, nah, I've only got the standard one that you start with. I'll probably, give it another crack later on. And I jumped back in this morning and played for quite a while. And yeah, I mean, I'm sold now. I'm sold.
Oh, man.
So you basically, you start in the city hub, and the whole game is in first person.
Mm-hmm.
You walk around. You can talk to the NPCs and get a bit of lore, see what's going on, and then you go to the hangar, basically, where your javelin is. So it's sitting in the middle of the platform, this sort of rotating platform, and so it's facing you.
Okay.
And then as you walk onto the platform, it rotates, so it's facing the other way, and it opens up, and the animation of that happening, like, probably won't get old for me. Opens up, and then you see your character like jump into the suit, put their arms into the arm bits, and then the sort of helmet reticle thing opens up, and it's like you're in the suit. And then it goes into a menu where you choose what mission you're going to do, what your loadout's going to be, if you want to match up with randoms or you want to invite friends to your group, difficulty of the mission, that sort of stuff.
So at the start of the mission,
yep.
So it automatically pairs you with people, yeah.
If you
can you just do it by yourself?
I believe you can. I don't know how to, but I've read stuff about people doing missions solo. So
okay.
I'm sure you can. I don't know how to. I don't think it would be fun, to be honest.
Okay.
Because a lot of it, there's a lot going on, and like you taking on, I don't know if it reduces the amount of enemies that come at you as well. That might be a thing, but yeah, I mean, like if it was solo, to be honest, I probably would play a different game.
Yeah.
Another third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like it should be played with other people. So then you go in, so you can pick up missions with objectives, obviously, or you can go free play, where you go around the world and just explore, just do whatever you want. There's challenges to do, shit like that. I haven't done that yet. I've only done the actual missions. So you go in, and how it works is, I've played on the PlayStation 4. You can sprint. So if you click the left thumbstick in, you're sprinting. Mm-hmm. So like your jetpack turns on, and you're like running really fast.
That's it.
You can press circle in a whatever direction to do a quick dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And if you jump and then push in L3, that's where you fly. So you're just flying like fucking, you're Iron Man. It feels like Iron Man. It's great. Flying around. Or if you push in the right thumbstick, you just hover. So you can jump up, hover, and then, for example, I could be behind a big rock, right? I know there's an enemy behind that rock. I could jump, hover, and move back and forth and like shoot the enemy. And then if they start shooting at me, I'll drop back down behind the rock, kind of thing. Different options like that makes the combat interesting. So you go in, you've got I believe you start with just the one weapon, but you can carry up to 2 guns with you. So I've got 2 assault rifles at the moment, one which is like a faster sort of fire rate, the other one slower fire rate but high damage.
Yeah.
And then you've got your L1 is grenade, and then R1 is your kind of special ability. So you start off with like a homing missile.
Yep.
And then I've upgraded that to some sort of like kind of like a shotgun thing. So you can change that up. That's something you can pick up during your mission. So similar to like Destiny or any sort of, loot shooter, you pick up items, and then at the end of the mission you look through all the stuff you've picked up, and then you can customize your character with the new stuff you've picked up. Similar to all those games, there's like your white, which is your common stuff, green, uncommon, blue, rare, and I don't know what the other ones are. I haven't got them yet. I imagine it'll be like, gold, purple, probably. So in terms of the flying mechanics, when you're flying, there's sort of an overheating mechanic. So if you fly for too long, you'll overheat. So you got to watch your meter. If it fills up, you'll overheat, drop back to the ground. Now there's no fall damage, which is great.
Oh, nice.
So it doesn't matter how high you are. If you drop, you're fine.
You drop, yeah.
So if you're near water, you can fly, just like skim the water, and that'll cool your jets down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Or you
That's
can
a cool
just
mechanic.
completely dive into the water if it's deep enough, and that'll also cool you down.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. So you can pick up different things that affect your stats that can affect your cooldown. So the higher your level, I guess you can improve that. So above, it could be health or armor, or I could use this slot to improve my cooldown, so I can fly for longer. So you have control over that, which is cool. The verticality is pretty cool. So there's lots of like sort of mountain areas. So you start from the bottom, and then you work to the side of that mountain, and you go up onto the top of the mountain. It's cool. Level design looks pretty awesome. There's different kinds of tunnels and shit. One thing that I was telling you before we started recording was there's bits where you're diving underwater, and you got to go through these tunnels underwater, and it gets really dark, and all you've got is like the torch on your shoulder, and it doesn't light up much, so it's very easy to get lost. I got lost like first 2 seconds of being underwater. I can see that getting pretty annoying. I'm hoping there's not too much of that, because that would piss me off. Like, just it wasn't a long bit, and I don't know how much of that there is in the actual game. But that bit was pretty annoying. Apart from that, man, it's what you'd expect, really. What I said to you before was it's a mix between Destiny and the Division. So
and that's a good mix as well.
Yeah, so if that's what you're into, that's what you'd be expecting. So it's you're fighting the enemies who are like bullet sponges. They've got their health bar above them, their shield thing, exactly like your Destiny, your Division. Kind of hard to follow the story, as it usually is with those kinds of games, because it's like there's a lot going on, and you've got the voiceover trying to explain what's going on, like people talking to you over the radio, trying to tell you what's going on. That's why I couldn't follow the first time. This morning was a little bit easier, and I understood what I was doing, and I was actually participating in completing the
mission.
It's cool.
Do they have they're gonna have like raids, or kind of like what Destiny had,
like strikes
big
and stuff?
Are they called raids? What were they called? Those massive events, freaking big bosses. I've gone blank.
Raids.
Raids.
Yeah.
They're good raids, aren't they? Yeah, raids. Yeah. So they'll have them.
They're like 6-player ones that take ages and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be in there. I imagine there would be some sort of version of it, but I haven't heard anything about it anyway. But it's what you'd expect. Like, if you're, it's in terms of like BioWare's known for their really detailed RPGs, right? with heaps of like rich story and stuff. There's not much of that in there so far, in the demo anyway, but I think a lot of stuff will be you walk around the hub and like talk to different characters and like learn more about the story. I kind of like that they've done it that way, so the meat of the actual story is when you're in there and you're single player just focusing on the story, and then when you go out, you're pretty much going out there to just do your mission, shoot enemies and stuff, so it's not as important. But yeah, in terms of single player stuff, I haven't really done much of it. But yeah, looking forward to doing a bit more, but I think it's cool that they've separated the two.
Well, I've just downloaded it, so I'll give it a shot tonight, and
let me know when you jump on. I'll jump in with you, because I haven't played with anyone that I know yet.
Cool.
So that'll be fun. That's Anthem. I've also picked up Kingdom Hearts 3 this week.
So how are you enjoying it?
It's good. It's Kingdom Hearts, right?
Or you know what you expected. You're like, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yes and no. So basically, it's still nonsense, right? The story is just stupid. Like,
everywhere.
It's just all over the shop. That's still the same, consistent with the other ones. Now, something that sort of annoyed me when I booted up the game was, I don't know if you know this, but this is called Kingdom Hearts 3, but there's been a whole bunch of them in between. They've been on the PSP, the Nintendo DS, 3DS, whatever else it's been on. And they all actually matter, I guess, in the end. So like in the other ones, when I played 2, I was like, it didn't really matter. But in this one, like the opening cutscene or the opening like cinematic before you start the game, you can see all the characters from those other games that I haven't played. And I was like, well, do I need to play these other games now? Because there's like another like 5 or 6 of them. There's no way I'm playing them all. And I was like, fuck, man. Like, I thought this like picked up straight after 3. Like, I know what happened in 2. So then I go into the game feeling a bit annoyed. So it goes into some sort of tutorial. You fight a few enemies, learn how to play. It's exactly the same as the old ones. So if you know the controls from the old ones, it's exactly the same. But then it goes, you're about to start the game, and it goes, do you want to watch those videos that recap what's happened in the other games, or do you want to start the game? I was like, fuck, there it is. So they've actually done it really well, where there's 5 different books, and you can choose which ones you want to go through. So you can pick what you may have missed, whereas there's stuff you might have played, you don't need to go through it again. So you can choose what you've missed and go through it. I just watched all of it. It was like 20 minutes, and it just recapped everything that's happened so far. Over 20 minutes. So I watched it all. I was like, okay, I know who that person is now. I know what they've done. I know, where they are at this point in time when starting number 3. I was like, this is cool. So if you haven't played any Kingdom Hearts games before, you would have an idea of what's going on. In saying that, story's still bullshit.
I'm still like, if you played all of them, I'm pretty sure you're still not knowing like what the fuck's going on.
This story is just fucking nonsense, but it's kind of, it's charming in its own way. Like, I still want to know. I still want to know what's going on with these people, but it's like, still fucking stupid. Anyway, the main character, Sora, he still plays him. He's got Donald and Goofy with him. The graphics are incredible, especially coming from those games came out on PS2. So I've played the remastered version on PS4, but it's still, PS2 game with updated graphics kind of thing. Just like updated textures, that's it. Massive difference. It looks really pretty, really colorful. The action is a bit better as well. It's much sort of quicker, so you can run around, zip around much quicker, and I feel like I have more control over the combat, so I actually feel like I'm better because it controls better now. Whereas before it was like kind of not clunky, but it was like sometimes we'll be doing a combo and like it'll be stuck in that combo when I'm trying to do my next move, and it's still doing that combo that I tried to do like a few seconds before. That's improved a lot. The scale of things, like I can feel, like you can hear the PS4 working hard. Like trying to put out
with the combination of being 40 degrees.
Well, it wasn't that hot when I got it. Like I was playing at like 10 o'clock at night. It wasn't hot on Tuesday night, so I haven't played today. Probably not a good idea to do that.
Air Force PlayStation 4 better stuff.
But it's like, so obviously if you know anything about the Kingdom Hearts series, it's like Final Fantasy mixed with all sorts of Disney IPs. So what it was before, it was like mixed sort of cutscenes where the characters are talking, and then speech bubbles as well, where you're just reading what they're saying. Now everything is voice acted.
Whoa.
Which is cool. Also, there's a bit more. So, give you an example. Have you seen Tangled, the Rapunzel movie, Disney movie?
No.
It's kind of recent, like maybe, I don't know.
I haven't seen a Disney movie in fucking ages.
Yeah, it's like a 3D animated Rapunzel. Right?
Okay,
so that's one of the worlds, right? So you land on that planet or world, and it's always like it's the same story of what's happening in the movie, but then they twist it a little bit to tweak it so that Sora and Donald and Goofy fit into that story somehow. So for example, in the movie there's this guy who's like some sort of thief or like some sort of outlaw dude. He's running away from the law, and then he ends up in this tower where Rapunzel is like she's just there, right? She can't leave the tower, whatever the fucking story is. She's stuck in that tower. He tries to escape, climbs up the tower, and then finds her, and then she's like, what the fuck are you doing here, blah blah blah. In the game, he's running away from the Heartless, who are like the bad guys in the game, instead of the law. So he's running away from them, and then he runs into Sora, Goofy, and Donald, and he's like, oh fuck, these things are chasing me, can you help me out? And then Sora's like, yeah, I'll help you. I know these bad guys, we fight them all the time, I'll fight them for you. So then you fight them, and then he runs away to the tower, you defeat the enemies, and then you go to the tower, and then you meet up with him and Rapunzel. So that's how it connects the story.
Is Rapunzel the one where you climb up her hair?
Yeah, the one with the long hair.
Yeah.
So, but in the old games, like I said, it was like some sort of weird kind of cutscene, and then sometimes there'd be speech bubbles and shit. This has got like the camera work of like sometimes like you feel like you're watching a Disney movie because the graphics are so good as well. It's like fuck, you're watching a Disney movie, but it's part of the game.
Yeah,
so it's so much better, and it's fucking pretty, man. Like I always said, like I'm sure a lot of people would have done the same thing. It's like when you're watching Toy Story, you're like, man, imagine one day when video games have better graphics than Toy Story, or like same graphics, and it's surpassed that now. And this is the perfect example because one of the worlds is Toy Story, and it's like fuck, like the graphics in the game are actually better than Toy Story 1. It's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
But yeah, this one is so much more fun. So you can hold the Keyblade, his big key that he holds as a weapon. You can hold 3 at a time, and you can switch in between them during combat. And now they can transform into different things. So if you watch the combat in Kingdom Hearts 3, it's just hectic, like so much going on. So you get special moves, like they give you special moves left, right, and center for you to use at any point.
Shit.
So you'll go use your key a bit, smash him a little bit, it'll build up this meter, and then you do that after a few hits. your key can transform into something else. So there's one that turns into 2 guns and you can shoot enemies.
Jesus.
One that turns into a shield, and I haven't unlocked any other ones yet. But yeah, so that's one thing. There's another thing where there'll be an enemy with like a green reticle that'll appear on them. If you attack them, it'll give you a special move which is called an attraction attack.
Okay.
And an attraction attack is like you bring out some sort of literally an attraction from Disney World. Like,
oh, what?
Yeah, it'll be like bumper cars or like
teacups.
Yeah, teacups is one of them. The water one where you're like in the rough thing and you're like, yeah, that sort of thing. They turn that into an attack and it looks spectacular. Like it's
the train roller coaster.
Train's in there. Yep. It's fucking crazy. It's insane, man. So you do that. So you got like heaps of different types of special moves. Like,
my gosh,
the guys were watching me play yesterday. They were like, "What the fuck is actually happening right now?" It's like so many explosions and all sorts of different things happening at the same time. But yeah, it's really fun, man. And yeah, I'm about 6 hours in at this point. Having a lot of fun. It's nice. Really cool. Camera transition is really cool as well. It'll go from cutscene, it'll just roll to the back of your character and you go straight into combat.
Nice.
Instead of like cutting, loading screen.
Yeah.
Straight into it. Really fun game. The this thing called the gummy ship that you use to go from world to world is the thing I hate the most about all the Kingdom Hearts games, and it's still there. It's like, so you jump into your ship and then you got to fly. You actually got to fly to the other world, and you got to like shoot these enemies and shit. And it's like, man, I don't want to be fucking doing that.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to do that shit. You just want to teleport to the next world.
It's still there. Like they've changed it a little bit. Like they made it more complex, if anything. And it's just, I wish I could just skip it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's still there. Apart from that, man. Game's really fun. The menus look the same as the old ones, just sort of
polished.
Yeah. But it's the same types of menus, same assets and shit. Does the same sound effects. A lot of the music is still the same as well, so it feels familiar. It just looks a lot prettier and plays a lot better.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Nice,
really fun.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. My computer's about to die as well.
Oh no!
Oh no! Anything else you want to add?
Probably February's 2019 PS Plus games for this week. A pretty good lineup. For Honor, Hitman: The Complete First Season on PS4.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I traded in For Honor, so it's good that I'll get it back again and have another little.
That's true.
You know.
I just bought Hitman, so that's really good that I get it for free now.
Oh yeah. I did play Steep, the January's PlayStation Plus game. I was pretty kind of excited for the game, but it kind of I don't know if it glitched or something wrong, but it says go to this marker, and I got to the marker and it didn't do anything. And if I'd like snowboard off, it'd be like go to this marker. I'm like, I was just at that marker. I don't know where to go from here, and I was like, fuck this game, and just deleted it.
Yeah, I deleted it as well.
Yeah, don't worry. You're not missing out much. But I thought I might put that in there, thinking it's a pretty good lineup. Pretty good lineup.
Yeah, it's decent. If you haven't played those games, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's close the show. I've got about 5 minutes left on my laptop there because it's not plugged in today. How do the people find you on the internet, Chris?
They can find me on Instagram, christofini.gaming. That's spelled CHRISTOPHINIE.gaming. Post pics of just games that I've been playing or stuff I've been eating while I'm playing games. Either way, one of the two.
Very nice, very nice.
How about you, man?
I'm Hangs with Rog on Instagram, so that's HANGSWITHROG, all one word. Same thing, I just post stuff, what I'm playing, what's coming up on Button Mash, that sort of stuff. We also have a website where you can find all of our episodes on there. So that's buttonmashpod.com. You can email us your feedback. That's at buttonmashpod@gmail.com. And you can also find us on Facebook. That's just, if you just look up Button Mash Podcast on Facebook, you'll find us there. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, and go Pats.
Go Pats. Yeah, that's
Go
tomorrow.
Pats.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Good on him. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. Have a good week. We'll speak to you next week.
Peace.
Final round.